Welcome everyone to episode 56 of the Two Dumb Yinzers. Today it's just me, it's just Mike. Ryan is out with personal reasons. He ate too many bad tacos last night. He mistook the guacamole. Actually, well, he thought the guacamole was guacamole. Turns out, it's actually boogers. My man was eating boogers, and more boogers. I don't know what's going on there, but no, yeah, he's a little under the weather today, so it's just me. And yeah, let's just get through this. Let's just get through this because I'm going to be completely honest with everyone. I sat here and rambled on to myself for about 20 minutes before I realized I did not hit record. Yes, yes, I did that. I did that. This is what the kind of professionalism we are working with here. Normally, I am on point with all this, but it's just one of those days. One of those days. Everyone has those days where you think everything's going to go well and it just does not. You know, it's nothing like, this morning at 2 a.m. I show up to work, think I'm going to be doing one thing, and it turns out no. There's call offs, and then you have to cover. And then next thing you know, you're sweating and sweating and sweating. And you thought, you moved past that. You thought you got the other job, you didn't have to do it, but you do it. And you know what? You do it. You have fun. But then anyway, it is what it is, Things happen. It was actually fun. It was nice to move around again and actually work instead of just stand there and watch people work. So that was fun. I enjoyed it. I miss it. I don't miss the pay, tell you that. I was actually enjoying today because I'm being paid more to do what I used to do. So that made it a little bit more enjoyable, a little more tolerable. But anyway, let's talk about tolerable. The Penguins won, and that's the best. Um, they played a whole hell of a lot better than I thought they would. Like coming to the playoffs is not at their peak. Playing the Rangers, they've dominated them all year. Let's just be honest about it. The Penguins could not do anything against the Rangers. They could not do anything against Shesterkin all year long. And then they come out last night and put 4 on them. Excuse me. Yeah, they rack up 4 goals, triple overtime. Talk about a morale killer if you're the Rangers. They're coming in, they're playing great hockey. They have home ice advantage. They have a goalie who's up for the Vesna. Probably going to win it too. And if he doesn't, there's something wrong there. The dude just stood on his head all year long. And then here come the Penguins, who they've dominated all year. They have them down 2-0 early. And then the Penguins just say, nah, enough is enough. Enough is enough. We're going to come back and we are going to win. And that's exactly what they did. You can see the experience that they have in the Stanley Cups has come through. Playoff experience in Malkin with a game-winning goal, Gensel with 2 goals, Crosby 2 assists. That's just that. These guys have been battle tested. They have multiple Stanley Cups. They're not going to stop. And the Rangers, they haven't been in this position in a long time. And it was just nice to beat them. It's always nice to beat the Rangers because they're the Rangers who always, always would try to buy a Stanley Cup win. Now it seems like they're kind of doing it the right way, building through the draft, key trades, key for agency. So it's going to be a fun series. I thought the Penguins were going to lose, lose the series outright, like 4-1, 4-2. But after last night's performance, I can see the Penguins winning in 5, winning in 6 now. It's just going to be one of those series where it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And, playoff hockey is the best time of year for any sport. I don't care. I love NFL football. I love the playoffs, but nothing beats the NHL playoffs. You know, they went the triple overtime. They played 2 games last night. That's insane. Just insane. And then speaking, I was saying earlier how the Rangers have to be demoralized after losing in overtime that way. They thought they were going to win. They thought they had the go-ahead goal in the third, but one of the forwards plowed to Smith. We kind of nudged the guy, but it kept him on his line. Didn't knock him into the goal. He really didn't hinder him. Stopped and it changed his line. So refs waved it off like they should, and next thing you know, boom, 3 overtimes later, They lose on a deflection goal. So yeah, this is going to be a fun, wild series. Enjoy it while we can, guys, because might be the last run of Malkin, Crosby, Letang, Gensel, Russ. We have Malkin, Letang, and Rust all heading to free agency. So it's going to be, this team can look totally different next year. Hopefully these guys can, hey, just get out of the first round, see what they can do. If they make it to the playoff, make it all the way through and win, great. If they don't, hey, just, please just make it out of the first round. That's all I ask. Let's stay with sports. Apparently last night at a baseball game, I think it was the Dodgers game, a buddy of mine at work was showing me this. There's a big old fight in the stands. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would you go to a baseball game or any sporting event and get into a fight? Come to blows over sports. I've had some heated debates, people over sports, but nothing where you wanted to punch someone. Apparently I'm just not doing it right. And I've been drunk doing it like these guys were in the stands. But I bet that $16 beer, after a couple of those, you're pissed off by you're spending that much money. You're pissed off watching your team lose, pissed off about people, talking shit on your team. So, I can see it, but I just don't understand it. But, it was two middle-aged guys fighting in the stands from what I saw. And they, two guys who look worse than me fighting. I'm surprised they didn't stroke out or have a heart attack. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. We're not in the best shape. Just fucking sit down, shut up, watch the game, drink a beer, move on. But there were some good shots landed there. Dude was getting pounded in the head. He's had him in the headlock, crack, crack, crack. I was like, that's some good shit right there, man. The guy saw Mike Tyson beat that dude up on the plane for being annoying, so he said, "Fuck it, I'm going to do it too." That was just great. I like the guy. I don't know if he was filming or he was, hanging out with the dude who was filming the fight. He's yelling, "That's my ride home. That's my ride home." Like everyone was just laughing and giggling at this whole thing for the most part, which is about all you can do. You just sit back and laugh and watch these two idiots embarrass themselves. Or, you can jump into the fight because, you're feeling froggy. But if you do that, you have a chance of getting your ass whooped because you think you can whoop someone's ass. And next thing you know, boom, no, you can't. So, and other thing too, like if you're fighting in stands, people have been like stabbed at Raiders games and shit. People run over at Steelers Browns games. I just don't get it. It's sports, people. I mean, I love my teams, but I'll get in passionate debates about them. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So I don't understand it. But one thing I do understand, today is the May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day. I love it. I love Star Wars. I'm not ashamed to admit it. It's just good. They're fun movies. They're fun movies. Don't take them seriously though, because you can go into any Star Wars movie, any Star Wars series, and you will find major plot holes, terrible acting. That is the hallmark of Star Wars. People want to, romanticize the original trilogy, and the acting was not that great. There are major plot holes. It's kind of silly, the whole thing overall. But we saw them when we were kids. So therefore, we have this romanticized version of them in our heads. And they really don't hold up if you go back and look at them critically. But don't. Just enjoy them for what they are. And like these people saying, "Oh my God, Disney ruined my childhood with these new movies. Oh, George Lucas ruined my childhood with these trilogies." Like, did they really? Or you just, you know, you're looking at the original trilogy with rose-colored glasses? Just go back and watch them now as an adult. Watch them as just a plain old movie that you know nothing about, and you will see just how kind of silly they are, but they're fun. They're fun. I like them. Like even the bad ones I like because it's Star Wars. Who doesn't like aliens and lightsabers and ships blowing up? It's some good shit. Even if it's bad, it's still fun and entertaining. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. Everyone seemed to love season 2 of The Mandalorian. I thought it was just too on the nose, too like they're winking at you. Like, hey, we heard you. We're gonna give force feed all you. Let's jam all this stuff in here for you. It just felt too on the nose for me. Like there are some good parts in there. I don't know. I just felt let down. It's because I'm getting old and more cynical. But for the younger generations, the younger kids who grew up on some of the newer stuff and they had it in here, that wink of the nod, that's cool for them. So I'm not gonna knock it. I understand why they did it. I just didn't enjoy it. I wanted to, believe me. Seeing Luke Skywalker come through and just destroy those dudes. The little kid in me was all excited, but the bitter old man was like, nah, really? We're doing this now. We're doing this. Can't we move on from these people? But it was fun. Yeah, deep down I enjoyed it, but I don't know. It takes a lot for me to admit that I actually enjoyed it because I was just kind of underwhelmed at the moment. But the more you think about it, you know, you realize if you were a kid again, it'd be the greatest thing ever. I'd be bouncing off the walls. And hopefully I'll be bouncing off the walls when the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series launches. I can't wait. I think it's just a limited one season series. Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi, hanging out on Tatooine, hopefully getting into some cool shit. I can't wait. He's he's one of my favorite actors of all times. Obi-Wan Kenobi is one of my favorite characters of all time. And the way he portrayed him in the prequels was just amazing. If you didn't like his performance in that, there's something wrong with you. It was just great. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. What also I'm looking forward to is tomorrow when Ryan will be back and he will do 90% of the talking. And I will sit here and giggle and laugh and make silly little comments because he is the extrovert of the group. I am the introvert. This is painful for me. But hey, you know what? I'm actually having kind of fun here. After, my second time through, because, I didn't record the first part. Brilliant on my part. It's what we come to expect from the dumb Yinzers here is Mike messing up in some way, whether my math skills, mispronouncing people's names, or forgetting to hit the record button. You got to keep the themes rolling here. That Mike will fuck something up eventually. So yeah, kind of like I fucked up this episode, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. Not gonna lie, it was kind of fun doing this. Kind of nerve wracking though. As you can see, I'm really not looking at anything because I don't know where to look. I have no one to talk to. I'm lost. Don't know what to do with my hands. Like I said, I'm like Ricky Bobby. I'm still trying to figure it out. But hey, tomorrow Ryan will be back. The two dumb Yinzers will be reunited, and we will yeah, we'll bring the funny tomorrow. Because I think I failed to bring it today, but that's okay. Shit happens. The train moves on. We just keep plowing ahead. So until tomorrow, I'm Mike from the Two Dumb Yinzers. Y'all have a good day.